because I'm excited. Okay, Lena, let's see what the spirits have to say for you. 1. She of the Lotus. Ooh, oh, whoa, hello. I love this. Is an air card. This is the paradigm shift air card, and this is our first activation card. So, like I said, we're gonna have some activations in this reading, and I'm gonna do more than 3 cards for you because you really thank you. Like I said, that is so fucking crazy. I just donated that amount to the charity, and today, this morning, an hour ago, and then Spirit was like, "Here you go." Lena was like, "Here you go." Thank you, baby. That means so much, and now we're gonna be able to donate even more for this month, which is incredible. I find that beautiful. I love working together. Thank you guys. Go follow Lena. She is an amazing friend of my soul family. She's an amazing soul sister of mine that I met on the retreat in October, and she's fucking incredible, guys. She's such a good person, such a beautiful soul, such a big, generous heart, and I just all of the people at that retreat really were. It was a bunch of, it literally was a bunch of people, healers that, are always doing everything for everyone else, empaths and all kinds of things, Reiki masters, all kinds of people, from all different walks of life that all just want to help each other because we always are the ones doing the work for everybody else around us. We're always the ones helping everybody, and then we were all helping each other and, doing things for each other, and I find that that's what the world is this paradigm shift. That's what's happening, right? So I find that so beautiful. Yes. All right, let's see if we got anything else to say in the bottom of the deck. Yes, I knew there was going to be another activation. Oh, there's 3 activations. I told you there was going to be a lot of activations in this reading. Whew. Okay, so we have 3 activation cards. Everything's upright, so there's no blockages, which is good. That makes sense. Work with these. We're going to do breath work for each activation. Yes, okay. So let's look at the first card, She of the Lotus. Like I said, I haven't used these cards in a long time, so let's see what they got. She of the Lotus, shadow work, shadow work, addressing dissonance. Whoa, seeing downfalls as the flip side of superpowers. This is calling me out too, girl. This is so calling me out. Loving yourself back to wholeness. The beautiful lotus that grows from murky waters. Disempowering triggers, bringing light into your dark corners. I really like this song, so I'm going to pause it so that we can actually... Alexa, play meditation music. We're just going to listen to some relaxing music because we're about to do the breath work.
Meditation from Apple Music.
Alexa, volume 5. So, let's see. This is a really long thing, so I'm going to read just the divinatory meanings on this one. Take a look at any unconscious patterns that may be running you. Are there elements of yourself you need to take out of the trash, dust off, and reabsorb? Oh my god, this is calling me out. Shadows can be painful or tender to the touch. Sensitivity in an area can be a trigger that shows us where we might want to spring clean some of our darker, forgotten, ignored, or hidden corners. Accepting our shadows, oh my god, my wings are tingling right now, you guys. Accepting our shadows is the first stage in restoring ourselves to wholeness and self-love. Peel back the layers where there is shame, guilt, or fear, and bring them into the daylight. Under a loving and compassionate light, they will resolve and reassimilate so that you can re-engage with your superpowers. And I think that's what these activations are to help you with, to help all of us with, but specifically, obviously, you, Lena. Oh my god, that was so... Dude! Lena, in my meditation yesterday, I don't know why, and now I know why, I saw a swan, and I was like, a swan? I was like, what? And I was like, oh! I'm so sorry. That just blew my mind. Okay, anyway. So bringing that light into the shadows, integrating those shadows and stuff, it's not an easy thing to do, but it's necessary if we want to step into our full power, right? I literally have drafts that I'm about to be I've been posting a lot about this shadow work because there's this one big bear of a shadow and I feel like once I take it on, I know once I take it on and I really take a day to just work on it and meditate on it and talk to my guides about it and stuff and really dig deep and learn about that religious trauma and the ego and oh, my ears are ringing right now. I know it's gonna really bring me into my full, my fullness, my wholeness, like this says, right? So really allowing yourself to be that lotus that's blooming from the cement, bring that those shadows out of the like darkness and into the light so that you can integrate them into your highest self, and then you find your power with it. You find so much power within that shadow, like within like your deepest, darkest shadows hold your strong, like on the flip side of that is your strongest, most powerful essence, like, and it's a really difficult thing. It's fun, watch synchronization. Yup. It's so funny. Oh my god, dude. And it's so funny because I remember when I was reading for your mom, I saw the Christmas tree when I closed my eyes, and then she's like, she was born on Christmas Eve. I'm like, get the fuck out. So the next one we have is air. So the next 3 cards are the activation cards, and we're, like I said, we'll do the activations once I read them and do the reading. We'll do the breath work. So we'll probably have to take a break in between breath work, obviously, but like we'll do it. So the air paradigm shift activation right here. An innovative, and I'm an air sign, I'm a Libra. I'm not sure. You Capricorn? Or Scorpio? No, wait, I don't know. But anyway, an innovative way of existing, new earth energies, inspiring others, fresh air, flying higher than you have before, more expansive patterns, consciousness shift, okay? Being in a time of great change. This card basically talks about the paradigm shift that's happening all around the planet right now and how we are living in a time like no other. We're living in a time of like immense change, and it's like people, there's so many different words for it: the ascension, the quickening, the fucking, you know, like come back, Jesus is coming back, like, you know, shit like that. But in reality, it's going to be like something noticeable, yes, but it's already happening. Like, we're already been going through this paradigm shift since 2012. Like, that's why it ended at 2012, not because the world was ending, because at that age of, Pisces was ending, and we are now finally stepping into the age of Aquarius, into the age of knowledge. Things are no longer going to be hidden from us because they can't. They simply can't hide it anymore, because everybody is starting to awaken to that energy and that knowledge and that wisdom that lies within themselves. So they're like stepping into, you know, maybe that fairy energy, like, or that dragon energy, like starting to work with the fae and like the air realms, if you want to call it that, like they're very magical, like esoteric, kind of like very like novel, like we don't know much about them, but deep within, like that's where we're from, right? That's our home. Some of us, so like especially like our star seeds, which is a star seed deck. So our, you know, we have connection to every single living thing, which includes all of the animals and all of the fucking crystals, rocks, fucking, you know what I mean, plants, trees, grass, dirt. All of it's connected. All of it has life flowing through it, and all of it is a part of what makes this planet so beautiful and livable. If we didn't have the plants and the dirt and the trees, we wouldn't fucking be here, because it wouldn't be what it is. So the root chakra next. So the root chakra is about obviously grounding and centering your self, your consciousness, your awareness, your being, right? Foundations, grounding, basic needs, survival, physical identity, responsibilities, the place where we build our lives, time and nature, okay? This image speaks of finding home within yourself, a sense of deep inner peace and a strong sense of grounding and being centered. Here, you can be released from the grips of survival into a place of thriving. Yes. There is trust, connection to community, and you can rely on others to joyfully understand your responsibilities in turn. You are held and have strong foundations for all aspects of life. With your guard down, you have the tools to ride the waves if you need. Everything is okay. So really stepping into like doing things like, if you want, like making like a grounding candle or spell jar, or like just going outside and like taking a step in the dirt. I'm pretty sure like you live somewhere nice, right? So going outside and just like standing in the dirt or the grass for a minute and just like breathing and like taking it all in and showing that gratitude to Gaia and being one part of yourself, that part of yourself that like for me personally, I will like be up in the higher chakras all the time, and I have a hard time grounding. Like I made a grounding jar that I'll carry around with me and like shake, because I have like such high energy, and that can cause high anxiety if you don't, like, you know, work with it right. And balance, right? Finding that balance. I'm a karate chop them. Yeah, I do, because I'm in there a lot. I go in her lives quite a bit. I love her lives. But yeah, like, it can get really annoying on this app when, like, so, like, I honestly don't mind. Like, I put a protection on my account back when, like, people were getting banned left and right, like when Trinity lost her big account, and then another creator I knew lost his big account. So then and a lot of people were like putting protections on their accounts a few months back, and then I put that protection on there, and I wasn't getting as much interaction, but my guides reminded me that that was part of the protection I put on there, because the more interaction, the more likely someone's going to report or be like siphoning or whatever. So that's a part of my protection, is it growing naturally and organically and not like overnight, you know? And that's okay with me, because I don't need to be overwhelmed. Like, I had one video that someone had commented on, and it was a painting video that, like, in the background it said, like, if you comment on my video, I'll comment on your video 5 times or something, and if you like it, I'll like 5 of your videos, and da 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 da. So I literally had to comment and say I won't be able to fulfill this promise that they say in the video, because there's way too much. Like, I got so overwhelmed with, I was like, I don't even have to. Usually I will like every comment. I was like, I can't do it. So it can be very overwhelming, and I understand why, like, the protection is there. But back to your reading. Side note, allowing yourself to really connect with Gaia is what I'm hearing. Like, and making the time is also what I'm hearing. So maybe, like, I don't know, maybe getting up with the sunrise and doing some sun gazing outside would be really nice for you. Because, like, sun gazing can be really, really, really good for your, like, it's basically like taking, and don't do it unless it's right at the sunrise, within 30 minutes of the sunrise, or within 30 minutes of the sun setting, you can sun gaze. No, I mean, we all, you know, don't overwhelm yourself, do what you can, and, like, you know, like, just make 5-10 minutes to, like, spend with nature every day, whether that's taking a walk or, like, going to the beach and just, like, standing in the ocean or whatever, you know, you want to do that day. But just making it, like, for the next week or something, making it, like, a point to, like, get outside and spend some time with nature every day. It'll really help you ground and center that. I'm going to try and do it myself too. It's cold here, but I'm still going to do it because it's nice. I like going outside in that cold air. It feels good. Working on getting your time back. Yes, it is. And it's all about balance. So let's look at the soul star chakra. Merging with the divine is your last card, Lena. So that's fucking awesome. This was the one that they were like, look at the bottom of the deck. So soul star chakra. I love these fucking cards. This is also transcendence. This is also going to be an activation. This will be the last activation that we do. Transcendence, letting go, being filled with divine light, channeling, karmic records, the bridge between the spiritual and physical realms. Ascension. Okay, so paradigm shift into, like, grounding and rooting yourself, staying, like, knowing that we are still in a physical body. So, like gives that balance, finding that balance. Okay, this image captures the merging of time beyond space and kaleidoscopic wisdom that penetrates our being. We have lived in many worlds, all interconnected. They hold up the lessons that carry all as messages of transformation. Their synergy creates the expansion of the universe. Gaze into a place where the light between our stardust can become anything, and collective evolution is part of a grander story. When we simply let go, we become all that we have been seeking and glimpse the greater dream. That's so funny because I've been reading the 4 Agreements, and in that book, it's a really quick read, I'm almost done with it, but he talks about how we have the collective reality, which is just the collective dream, and then we have our own personal perspective reality or dream. And so it's about, like, it's really interesting. But anyway, I'm so ADHD. But anyway, so really stepping into your power and merging with that divinity within yourself will show you the way. It will give you more, like, intuitive wisdom on what works for you with grounding, what works for you with finding, like, your connection to your, you know, past lives, whether that be, you know, ancient Lemuria to, you know, Starseed civilization to fucking fairies and dragons. Like, you know, it can be, and you can be any of those things, all of those things, right? We are reflections of each other. So if I was those things, you were those things, you know what I mean? So like, 4 agreements, I have a bunch of copies of yeah. I've had it for so long, and I finally picked it up and read it, and it was really easy. It was a really easy read. I didn't think it was gonna be such a quick read, which is nice. I keep trying to turn the volume down on my phone, and the music's not on my phone. Okay. This one has been falling over all morning, so I think it wants me to like reactivate it or something. I don't know. All right, so we're gonna do this breath work and these activations in here. Whew, for this reading. So if you want to accept these activations, if you do not feel ready, please do not accept the activations, but you can do the breath work and accept the healing energy that's going to be flowing with the activations, because I am, like I said, Reiki Master. So a healing energy is also going to be coming through with the activations, and you can just say, like, I accept this healing energy in the highest and greatest good. But if you want to accept the activations, just say, I accept these activations in the highest and greatest good. So, yes, yep. Yeah, exactly. And it's like we all, like I was saying, we all have those different perspectives, but we're all on different, like people say, we're all on different trail to the same mountaintop. So it's like, I get that, and I have respect for everybody's, you know, what resonates for them. It doesn't mean you have to make it resonate for me or for you. If it resonates for them, that's great. But, and like, we don't have to make what resonates for us resonate for them. That's not how it works. Like, everyone has that different perspective, and that's what it's about, is respecting each other and having that love and that compassion and that understanding for each other. Whether, you know, we feel like we know a little, we're a little more evolved in our consciousness than some, doesn't mean we have to, like, we can't force them to see, right? They have to see on their own. So thank you for the gift, babe. Guys, please follow the gifters. Yes, so I'm going to be sending, we're going to do the root chakra first, and then we'll do the air, and then we'll do the soul star. So we're going to do the root chakra first. So your root chakra is the first chakra down here, and that is, you can visualize many different things. You can visualize like tree roots going down into the earth. That's one I really like. You can visualize like a cord going down into the earth. Anything that resonates for you, you can visualize while I'm doing this. We're going to do 40 breaths. 20. We're going to do 20 breaths, okay? Though I'm going to do 20 since we're going to do 3 activations. We're going to do 20 breaths for each. So, and we're going to do like them all together. So I'm going to do like the root chakra, and then we're going to stop for a second, and then we're going to go right into the next 20, and then we're going to stop for a second and go right back into it. So it's going to be like this. Big belly breaths, okay? Like that, okay? And if you get dizzy, stop the breath work. Continue the visualization, meditation, you can still accept the energy without doing the breath work. And you can still accept the activation without doing the breath work. But if you want to do the breath work, like ringing in the ear, thank you so much. Root activation, guys. Like I said, don't accept it if you don't feel ready, but thank you. The root is the place where you're going to find that stability, that foundation, okay, that grounding. So this is a good activation to accept if you've been feeling kind of spacey lately. Holy shit, that is so beautiful, girl. That shit was so beautiful. Oh my god, thank you. That was so pretty. Okay, so we're gonna do the root activation, guys. Get comfortable, get some water, open a window if you want, or coffee. And we're gonna do this real quick, okay? So just say I accept in the highest good for the activation, or for the healing, or for both, whatever works for you. I'm gonna be sending this healing and this activation in the highest and greatest good in these next 20 breaths, okay? So we're gonna do root chakra first. All right, guys, 3, 2, 1, let's do this. All right, guys, what do you see? I'm seeing the sign, the symbol that I did. My clear audience is always on high after these breath works with you guys. Holy shit. Woo! That was the root chakra. So let me know how you guys are feeling and when you guys are ready to do the next one. Because I'm ready. I'm gonna just stretch my. Oh yeah, that feels so good. Gotta stretch that back. This chair is amazing. Oh my god, I don't know if you guys heard that, but my back just popped like 5 times. Okay, I saw a diamond, girl, and I used to see diamonds in when I did breathwork. I would see diamonds and triangles and circles, and then I saw a thing about Andromedans like a week or 2 later when I was like found out I was an Andromedan starseed. Like that's my origins. Alexa, volume 4. I saw like one of the first things I looked up said that their ships are diamonds and circles. And maybe triangles, but I know they said diamonds and circles for the ships. So, amethyst. That's awesome. Okay, so that's funny because these are really like purpley cards too. And I have a lot. Actually, amethyst is the crystal that Odin sent me when I was opening these other runes. This he sent it was like in my crystal confetti, and I would notice a crystal that has a rune on it. Okay, and this is the awakened rune. This is the awakened awareness rune. That's about like breaking through and like the day of. It's called Dagos. It's about like the dawn and like the breaking through of like higher consciousness and shit. And like I was just like, bro. Like, I've been working with Odin a lot more. He's been sending me crows. Like, he was sending me crows, like, all summer. And now, like, I have his altar up and stuff. And, like, I actually meditated with Odin this morning. So, he's, like, one of my main deities now. Him and, like, I mean, they're all my main deities. But, like, you know what I mean? So, yeah, let's do this air one next, guys. So, the air one is going to be for, obviously, the element of air to help with the paradigm shift that's happening all around us, to help with your ascension and with your guide team, maybe connecting through this activation in a new way. So, like, meditate today, journal today after these activations. Make sure you're drinking a lot of water and all of that good stuff. So, and like I said, also with these activations, you want to go to bed tonight and ask for assistance in remembering your dreams. If you want to have a dream journal and you want to remember your dreams, do that. You can also ask for DNA upgrades, activations that they have been wanting to give you, but you have to ask for them. Don't do this if you don't feel ready, because some mornings, like after I ask for DNA upgrades, I'm throwing up. So like, don't do it if you're not ready, because you will be purging shit after they upgrade you, I promise. So whether that's, for me, I'm also I'm also getting off medications and stuff, so that just like tops it off with a fucking cherry. But yeah, I have been learning runes among other synchronization. Yes, so you know what's funny? I got this big like 16 by 20 journal for Christmas, and I got it like it's gonna be my grimoire, and I got it the day I said on this live. I was like, I want to find a big grimoire, Book of Shadows type journal that's like I can like set somewhere on a stand, and it'll be like for my son, instead of giving him like a ton of fucking notebooks in 20 years when I pass everything down to him, So I'm really happy. I found it that same day at the store we went to in the mall, where I went to find like this other journal that I have over there, and they were buy one get one half off, so I was able to get both. And it was so cool. I was so excited. But anyways, let's do this air activation, guys. Like I said, this is gonna help with the paradigm shift that's happening. Okay, if you don't want to accept, you don't have to. But if you want to accept, just say I accept in the highest good. The activation or the healing or both. Dizziness, please stop the breath work, continue the meditation. But you shouldn't get dizzy. But if you do, stop it, please. Bringing in your ear and all of that, like bringing in your ear is normal, tingling is normal, chills are normal. But if you get dizzy, please stop the breath work and continue the meditation. All right, guys, so let's do this air activation, guys. We're going to do 20 more breaths, and then we're going to go right into the soul start. Actually, no, we're going to talk about it after. So let's do the air activation, okay? 3, 2, 1. Are you guys ready? Let's do this. Holy shit, I'm like, what? Okay, I just saw like, what? I just like saw this card, but like it was like a mermaid. Like instead of this being wings, it was like a mermaid like tail at the top. I don't know how else to explain it. Like I saw this image, but instead of there being a head at the top, it looked like it was like connected into a mermaid tail, and then like the tail, like the body became the tail, and the wings became like the end. It was very interesting, almost like this card actually. Almost kind of like this, but not. That's like, I don't know how else to like explain it, but yeah, that was dope. Okay, I saw algaes and Hawaiian flowers. Where's Katie? I know, right? Text her. Or message her. I don't know. I did send her. I sent you guys, like, guys know. I've been, yeah, so dude, what's funny is that you say you saw a Hawaiian flower. Did you see a hibiscus flower? Because that's the kind of flower that was behind our Airbnb at the retreat. And Lena was the one that noticed them. She's like, look, we have a hibiscus plant. And like, dude, I literally came home and I made a painting that looked like a hibiscus. Like, and I didn't mean to do it. And it came out looking like a hibiscus, like dead ass. Like, I would draw light language all over my notebooks. Like, it was all over all my notebooks. Where is the notebook I have that I did a little bit in? I don't see it, but I used to do light language in my notebooks without even knowing. I thought I was just doodling, and it was light language. Like, it's so cool to think about. So yeah, we're gonna do this last soul star chakra activation, merging with the divine. Okay, so this is gonna be a really great activation for people that are ready for it, but if you're not ready for it, please do not accept it, okay? Because this is gonna be an intense one. Okay, then I'm gonna, if it's okay with you. Oh, thank you so much for the gifts. You guys are the best. Oh, there's Katie. There she is. Lena, if it's okay with you, I'm gonna do these activations and the breathwork and stuff, and then if you want, just accept it. The energy is still gonna get to you, and you'll still feel it. Don't worry about what it looks like. Close your eyes and just like accept the energy, and it'll come through. Because I'm gonna focus on you. I'm gonna really focus on you, Lena. For this last activation. So obviously everybody, you want the activation, you can accept it in the highest good and do the breath work with us. We're going to do 20 breaths, and this is going to be the last activation we're going to do from Lena's reading. It's the merging with the divine, the soul star, okay, activation. So the soul star chakra is the chakra that's even more like, I think it's the chakra that's even higher than your crown. So it's like the ether crown, if you want to call it that. And it's about merging with the divine. So really like, only accept this if you feel you're ready in your highest good, right? Okay, baby. Okay. Katie, I hope you're doing well. I'm going to be sending healing and this activation, so you don't have to accept the activation if you don't want. You can just accept the healing. And you don't even have to do the breath work if you don't want. But we're going to do 20 healing breaths, and I'm going to be sending this soul star chakra activation for Lena and obviously everyone else who wants to accept it. This is going to be to help you merge with the divine, to help you merge with your spiritual abilities and your higher consciousness and the collective consciousness on a deeper level, all that is, right? So, good again. Perfect. All right, let's do it. Guys, 3. We're going to do 20 breaths. Please stop the breath work if you get dizzy, okay? 3. I'm just making sure I know what this looks like. Okay, guys, 3, 2, 1. Let's do this. I need 10 more, guys. I'm like shaking and tingling all over. Holy fuck. . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . Wow, that one was intense. I hope that helped you guys, because that helped me. That felt great. Feeling meh. Weird. Wings are tingling so much. They tickle like crazy. Girl, yes. My wings were tingling when I started doing this reading. And, like, my whole head is tingling right now. And my guides, okay, so when I do breath work a lot of times, like, I get visions during the breath work. So, like, when I was doing the activations, I was seeing, like, eyes. And I get visions during the breath work and not so much at the very end. Asking them, like, what do I need to do? What do I need to see? They're like, just feel. Because I was like, why am I not seeing anything just now? They were like, just feel. Because when I get into breathwork, especially when I'm leading it, I like my clear audience and my clear sentience like kicks in like a lot. Like I start to really feel things very much more. And like even like I can like it's weird. I don't know if this makes sense, but I can like feel the air. I know that sounds crazy, but I can like feel the air on me. But yeah, so, and you know what's even crazier, dude, is that I finally donated, thank you so much, Lena, because I finally donated to, the Ancient Forest Alliance from last month. I finally, like, made time to do it this morning. I was like, gotta get this done. This morning I did it, and I come in live, and Lena comes on, and, like, she's like, that was an incredible donation, babe, and now for this month of December, we're gonna be able to donate even more, which is incredible, for the next charity that we vote on. So that is, like, so meaningful. It literally came back. As soon as I donated it, within an hour, it came back. Like, that is so beautiful, the way the universe works, you know? Yes, I hung on my mirror! Oh, yeah, you guys check this out. So not only do I have this incredible... Why can't I get it off? Okay, I'm not going to take it off because it doesn't want to come off. But it says, cursed with good luck, and it's the wigs of the women from Hocus Pocus. I can't get it off of there because it's like on the tag very specifically to make sure it hangs up right. But I also have this amazing tumbler that I've been using like the last 3 days since I got it. It says my son's toys and getting rid of all the toys he doesn't use anymore. We're donating a ton of shit. Like I am purging this home of everything that is not being used, that is not serving, that is not necessary, because we have all this new stuff. And I'm getting overwhelmed with all the stuff that I have. So I'm getting rid of a bunch of like clothes and like socks that don't work. Like that's why I needed new socks, because the socks I have, the elastic on them like kept making it so like they would like go down when I would wear shoes on. So I was like, okay. So I had to get rid of a ton of stuff. Like I'm just donating a ton of stuff, purging a ton of stuff, getting rid of a ton of stuff. It's important. Cleaning and donating, yes, it's so important to do that, because especially when you have little kids, because he's growing so fast. And it's hard to get rid of all this stuff like that. Like I want to keep from when he was a little baby, and like I'm keeping some of it. That's the thing. I'm gonna keep like a little keepsake box for him when he's older of like stuff that he had when he was a little baby, like certain clothes and certain stuff like that. But everything else, going to the thrift shop, okay? Because I don't need it anymore. Abundance is a problem. Sometimes it can be, man. Sometimes it can be. Like, I didn't realize just how many gifts I got this child when he already had so much toys. Like, the soul stone one morning, they like, threw it at me one morning. My mentor, Avery, was like, go look at that thing that had the wax on it. Because I got wax on this one time. It was next to, like, one of my wax burners, and I got a little bit of wax on it. And I thought I got it all out, but I didn't get it all out. And so, like, he was like, go look at the thing that had the wax on it. And there was a tiny, tiny bit behind these little things right here. And so, as soon as I saw it because I was looking inside, I was looking underneath it for this little stone right here. And did it just switch spots? Oh, no, okay. This little stone right here, which I have a ton of them. Like, I have them everywhere because they pop up everywhere. I've never seen a stone like that. They're called soul stones. But anyway. So he's like, go look at the thing with the wax on it. And I was like, what are you talking about? He's like, the thing that you got wax on. He's messaging me this shit on Facebook, right? So I come and I finally see it. I see the little tiny bit of wax that's behind this. And then out of nowhere, this fucking stone just like pops. It lands on this, bounces off of it onto the floor from the goddamn air. Okay? And so then I took this and I cleaned it up with a little tiny like brush thing, and I finally I got all the wax off of it, and then I put that in there, and it was just like so funny to me. I was like, wow, like they really wanted that wax off of there, because I am OCD like that too. Now I know where I get my OCD from. So Sunflower made this for me. She put so much time and work into it for my birthday, and she just really like blew my mind with that. She blessed it, she cleansed it, like it's literally an altar. And ever since she made that too, the fairies have been like hanging out over at her house, so I love that. But yeah, like, I really love them. I really, really love them. So, you know. That's so funny. This is the card that was at the bottom of the deck this morning. This is the card that I saw, the first card I saw that was at the very bottom of the deck when I opened it this morning. What do we got for the collective, guys? Oh, okay. No, that's okay. You don't have to look it up. We can look it up later. I want to talk to you guys a little bit. Oh my god. Okay, so we have Amune and Awakening. And then the last one is Artemis. Woo! This was the first one that I saw in my like, I think it was maybe because it was in order or something at the bottom of the deck. These are all A's too, I just noticed. Which is interesting. So we have the Amune. I'm going to bring it up here. Hidden meanings, deceit. Ooh. Okay. Amune is a goddess of mystery and whose name means the hidden one. She symbolizes the subconscious mind or the shadow self. Did we not just talk about shadow work in the last reading that I just did? Okay. I'm sorry. I really do have shadow work. I gotta go work on shadow work. I think that's what I'm doing today. Drawing this card indicates something has been obscuring your vision and you are unable to see the whole picture clearly. My wings are tingling right now. Fuck. You may feel that you are stumbling in the dark and that nothing is going as planned. You may feel deficient in the strength you've known yourself to possess. At times like this, it is often best to simply be still and try to recollect yourself. It is a time to pause, review the direction you are heading, and try to understand where you are on your path presently. Optimism is an important virtue, but now is time to take the blinders off and regain full view. Our own perception of our circumstances can sometimes be deceptive. Well, damn. Calling me out. Hard body right now. That's fine. Okay, then we have Awakening, which is interesting. The Awakening is the next card. Sprouting, new beginning, dawning. Okay. The Awakening goddess opens her eyes to a fresh world bursting with life. She sprouts from the earth and is thoroughly grounded. However, like we just did a root activation and it talks about grounding. However, she has been dreaming for so long she finds she has become entangled in roots. New beginnings and awakenings simultaneously offer exhilaration and recognition of the substantial struggles ahead. Drawing this card suggests that you have found yourself in such a state, but trust that the momentum of nature is by your side. My wings are tingling again. The Spring Goddess encourages you to trust your own innate abilities and make progress, and have faith that you will push through. Come on, I just want a regular old song. This is a good one. Anyway, then the next one we have is Artemis. Okay, so this Amune card, working with that shadow self, those things that we don't want to look at about ourselves or that we've been through. When we finally do look at those things and we finally are able to, this is a good song, are able to like look them in the eye and be like, bitch, bow down to me. You know what I'm saying? Or like integrate those things and actually like see that the flip side of that is our most powerful piece of our fucking like existence is the flip side of the most difficult thing that we've been through or the most fucking harsh shadow like that we've been through, right? That's going to bring that awakening and those new beginnings, okay? And then Artemis, haunting, Hanukkah. I want to listen to this song, okay? Haunting, seeking, perfect aim. I'm sorry, hunting. Artemis is the Roman goddess of the hunt, and she is on a mission. She has a clear purpose and the skills to achieve her objective. Artemis is intensely focused and determined through much self-discipline and education. She has developed not only a perfect aim, but also all the patience and prowess to track her prey. My eyes are like making, like there's little lights around this right now. Like they want me to like work with her, question mark? She has unceasing, oh, okay, yeah, my ear just rang when I said that and my wings are tingling. Guess I'm going to start working with Artemis. She has unceasing ambition. She sounds like me. And an adventurous spirit, which enable her to discover her passion. Drawing this card is a call to action and more enthusiastically pursue your goals and dreams. If your dream has yet to be solidified in your mind, be more adventurous and try new paths. Artemis represents the expertise it takes to know when to watch and wait and when to strike. Okay, so that's funny because I have been like so it's like wanting to I've tried so many different things like the paint, like I do different things, I offer different things, but like through doing the artwork and getting myself out there and like looking and seeing on TikTok and connecting with people, like I didn't initially get on here as a spiritualist, like I got on here as an artist, and then I realized my path was not just in art, but I always knew I was a healer, and then I became a Reiki master. That was like the first step in my spiritual, like in the last, few years, the awakening I've been going through in the last few years. My first awakening, you guys know, my first awakening was when I was a teenager. That's like the shadow I have to face, right? So there's a lot to finding your new beginnings and finding your passion, but like I was reading, you have to be passionate about being passionate. Like I was listening to Bashar the other day, and that was like the big secret, okay? And it's so simple, but it's so much, like people don't realize, like if you're not passionate about what you're passionate about, like being passionate about being passionate, then when you get knocked down, you might not get back up because you don't have a passion about your passion. Like, and I know that sounds like kind of redundant, but if you really think about it and you really like dig deep, you understand like what the meaning of being passionate about your fucking passion is. And that just means you don't give up on yourself. You don't give up on your passion and your purpose. You don't give up on your ambition and your fulfillment, okay? That is where being passionate about your passion comes in, okay?